men in the former society. Lamia can't help admitting there's something fascinating about Max and Albert, causing the elder to point out that Lamia must be falling in love. Then the elder asks what will happen to the guys, so Lamia explains they'll go through naturalization, meaning they'll be operated on to become women. The elder gets angry and says that's worse than death for them, mentioning having men is the last chance for things to go back to normal. Sometime later, Max and Albert are caught spying on a class that is brainwashing the women with lies about the past. Lamia asks them to sign a form so they can authorize the naturalization, but the men refuse. Albert also mentions that he won't cooperate unless they're granted freedom. After Lamia leaves, the ceiling suddenly opens and the men discover a huge assembly of women watching them. A discussion begins to decide the guy's future, but instead of a trial it becomes an argument between the Genetics and Archeo factions. Archeo wants to force the men to go through the surgery, while Genetics wants to kill them and experiment on them. While the women vote, Max and Albert come up with a plan to escape. They start kissing the guards, and the mix of shock and awakening hormones makes them pass out. By the time Archeo and its surgery idea win by one vote, the duo is already gone. They are wandering around the building, kissing any woman who tries to stop them to knock them out. Eventually they find an elevator and use it to visit different floors, where they find one weird thing after the other. When they reach an area deep underground, they discover mine shaft plus a few items on the floor like a boot, a bottle of alcohol, and a newspaper from 1993 that mentions the beginning of the war. At that moment the security team finds them, so the duo runs and escapes through a waste chute. They land in an abandoned area where anarchists live away from the oppressive regime, which allows them to enjoy forbidden things like music, dancing, and woman-on-woman action. Max and Albert dumbly watch two people kiss and get caught by two rebels who think they're government spies, but at the same time the security team shows up and attacks. Chaos ensues as the rebels panic and the guards don't know who to arrest first, allowing the guys to escape. In the chaos, the men split up but luckily find each other again at the elevator, only to be discovered by Lamia. She offers to take them to see the outside, but Max is suspicious. Albert reminds him this is their only